Hey there everyone, welcome to channel Astrology, and on the day of Diwali, I wish all of you a very happy and prosperous Diwali. Diwali means the festival of light, and I just love this Diwali because of this so much of light, and people are actually playing with the crackers and all, and I just love this during Diwali. Whether you are going to any house, any street, any corner, anywhere, it's just decoration of light everywhere, and those blinkings, those shower of light. I simply love this. Diwali means lots of sweets, you're exchanging of gifts. Great. And Diwali means one more thing. During evening, worshipping of goddess Lakshmi. Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth and prosperity. And yes, today's video is all related to goddess Lakshmi, the wealth. Who can be billionaire? During my consultation, most of the time, I will say maximum time, especially the guys, they keep on asking me, can I be rich? Can I be really billionaire? And I keep on wondering that, oh God, why people keep on asking this? I don't think any damn rich guy, they kept on thinking in this way. Those who will have to be, they will be. So anyway, that $1,000,000 question itself, whether you can be billionaire, millionaire or not. So how to find it out? How to solve this, such a big query? For that, we need to actually find out few calculative things, technical things. I'll go on that, but yes, I'm all ready for today's evening puja and everything, playing with crackers, worshipping goddess Lakshmi, decorating, all I'm all ready, and I hope all of you are ready to enjoy this Diwali. Now let's get back to astrology. To find out the financial position in anyone's chart, you need to actually first figure out Indu Lagna. Indu Lagna is one factor that will tell you the capacity, the potential in a chart, in your life, how much money you can earn in your entire life, whether you be millionaire, billionaire, or you will just have to pass on your life with few grants on your hand. That's what is Indu Lagna all about. So how to find out, how to determine that Indu Lagna in your chart? For that, first you need to keep in your mind few points. Total 9 planets we have, and among them 7 are the main planets, excluding Rahu and Ketu. So all these 7 planets already got few root points, fixed points that are mentioned in Uttar Kalamrit. I didn't allot all these points. In Uttar Kalamrit, already mentioned that these planets are for these numbers. So you need to keep all these things in mind to calculate your Indu Lagna. Number 1, Sun is having 30 points. It got allotted. So in every chart, Sun 30 points, Moon 16, Mercury 6, Mars 6, and Mercury actually 8 points. Then Jupiter, I guess, 10 points, Venus 12 points, and Saturn 1. So these points first you keep in your mind, memorize or write it down somewhere, and then we will follow the steps. How to find out Indu Lagna in a chart? Number 1, you figure out the 9th house and its lord in your chart from ascendant, like we do. So wherever the planet it will be, that planet will be allotted 1 point. I told right now that Sun to Saturn, there will be any one of them will be the lord of your 9th house. So just note down that number. Then again you figure out the 9th lord from your moon sign. So that will also be having some numbers, root numbers, fixed numbers. So note down that one. So these two numbers, 9 from your moon and 9 from your ascendant, these two lord numbers, you add up. After adding up, if the number is more than 12 or 12, we will divide it by 12. And if it's less than 12, we will not divide. We will just start counting these many houses from moon's position itself. If the number is perhaps 8, so we will count 8 houses from moon's position itself, and that will be Indu Lagna. Fine. And if the number is 12 or more than 12, so we will divide it by 12. Whatever the remainder, remember, reminder, not the result. Remember, that many houses we will calculate, we will count from your moon's position. So if the remainder is 0, the Indu Lagna will be previous house of your moon position, moon sign. If the remainder is 1, wherever your moon is, that will be your Indu Lagna. And then 2, 3, 4, you will keep on counting. Whatever the number will be your reminder. So I guess this part is actually clear. Now, what's the signification of this Indu Lagna? How to actually determine the strength of your Indu Lagna? We need to assess it. It's not that, yeah, you got the Indu Lagna, okay, I got it, now what? When you can have the, all the beneficial parts from that Indu Lagna, when that will be delivered in your life, you need to find out that too. So now in your Indu Lagna, first you assess the strength of your Indu Lagna Lord. If it's Sun, then where is your Sun? Whether it's debilitated, detrimental, afflicted, that you need to see. Then whoever the planet is posited in the Indu Lagna, that planet Mahadasha is going to be beneficial for you in terms of finance, because we are talking about the finance especially. And if the finance is coming more or less, things is going to be better, you know it, everyone knows it. And the second thing is that if a benefic and a malefic planet is sitting in your ascendant, then the result will be, mixed. If a malefic planet is sitting in your Indu Lagna, then there will be, kind of moderate result. And if one exalted malefic planet is sitting in your Indu Lagna, then the end part, not the beginning, end part of that planet Mahadasha is going to give you good result. Keep that in mind. Wherever the planet aspecting your Indu Lagna, that is also going to be beneficial in terms of their Mahadashas. In terms of what I'm saying, their Mahadashas are going to give you beneficial results. And you need to also see what are the house lords and position of, you need to assess the 2nd and 11th house from Indu Lagna. That's it. And of course, quadrant, trine houses or whatever the planets sitting in Kendra or trine houses, Kona houses from Indu Lagna, they are also beneficial for you in terms of wealth. So I guess it's pretty much okay, but unless I'm not giving you any example, things are not going to be clear in your mind. And the same thing happened with me when I first came across the term Indu Lagna. I was just thinking, okay, fine, then what next? So let's give one example, but then whose chart to take? Whose chart? So let's take one chart of a guy who is an old man of 60 years, who has opened lots of windows in our life. He is a great philanthropist and who actually was the topper of Forbes richest man list for many times, not once or twice, many times. And yes, I am actually talking about the founder of Microsoft Incorporation, Mr. Bill Gates, who was actually $1 million guy during his 30th birthday, and on his 31st birthday he became billionaire. Oh my god, just 1 year and he could make so much. So obviously no doubt, without any introduction about him, because we all know who is Bill Gates. So I guess we need to check his Indu Lagna. What actually his Indu Lagna is having, what's the strength of it, how it could give so much of delivery. In 1 year he was a millionaire, and then within 1 year he became billionaire. We need to find it out. So that can give a very good idea about Indu Lagna and how to see it. Okay, now first look at his chart. He is having Gemini rising. Fine. So first step, 9th house Lord from his ascendant, that is Aquarius. Saturn is Lord, and Saturn means allotted 1 point, so note it down. Then again, from his moon sign, 9th house is his 6th house, and 6th house is Scorpio, that is Mars. Mars got fixed 6 points, so that's 6, and that Saturn 1 point, so 6 plus 1, that is actually 7 points. We need to count from his 10th house, his 10th house moon sign. So it comes his 4th house Virgo, 7th house from there, that is his Indu Lagna. Now okay, we got his Indu Lagna. How that Indu Lagna actually work? To make it things a little simple and convenient for all of us, let's put his chart, his Indu Lagna chart, the chart in terms of his Indu Lagna. So let's put the chart of his Indu Lagna. If you see his Indu Lagna chart, then what? The very first step, his Indu Lagna Lord itself is in its own sign, exalted. What else he want? Now, when he was actually going through his Mercury Mahadasha, he got enrolled in Harvard University. Wow, what else he want? And then the second Mahadasha he came across, that was Ketu. And Ketu Mahadasha, during Ketu Jupiter, what is Ketu actually? Why I am talking about Ketu? Because Ketu is also the one who is aspecting his Indu Lagna. So okay, I told whoever the planet is aspecting, so okay, Ketu. Now Ketu Jupiter period, Ketu Mahadasha Jupiter Antardasha, that was the first time I guess IBM approached him for his personal operating system, that Windows operating system. So oh God, what I think that was actually I will say the starting point for $1 billion this Microsoft company. Then next you see the second house from Indu Lagna. The second house is Libra, and Libra Lord Venus already posited over there. So Venus Mahadasha of 20 years, oh God, he first of all launched his personal computer system and all his Windows operating system. Retail basis, he very first time he launched during his Venus Mahadasha. That's all. And after that, he didn't have to look back in enter 20 years of Venus Mahadasha. We all know it. Now on that, Saturn is exalted. Okay, he was born in Saturn Mahadasha. So more or less we have no idea on that. And he was very kid. He got few years of Saturn Mahadasha, leave that apart. But Sun is debilitated there. How was that Sun period? It should actually give some effect. When Sun Mahadasha started in his life, somehow, though Microsoft as a company was doing good, but then that .com bubble started busting out, and that somehow slowly took away that strength in share market, in market. His market price was little bit going down day by day. So it started happening when his Sun Mahadasha came. But and then again, though he was having lots of wealth every year, he was topping the list of Forbes world's most richest people list. But then he himself, because of his charity to his own, he's having lots of charity he was doing. Because of that, he was dropping down from his Forbes list. So that's one more thing. Though whether a Sun worked this way or that way, but he was no more on that top list of Forbes list. He was doing it intentionally, but then it happened. I will say there are total 4 planets, or if you look at his chart, there are total 4 planets are associated with his Indu Lagna. Number 1, Mercury, Mars, Ketu, and Moon itself. And if you see, he got all these Mahadashas one by one in his life. If he would get this Mercury Mahadasha perhaps when he would be 75, how it would be? He could not. So things should be on its place on the right time, and he got everything on the right time. So we know where he landed up. 1 year millionaire to billionaire and whatnot. And till he is doing so much for welfare and everything, he's a great man. Fine. So I guess that was the dollar bonanza on this Diwali for all of you. And whatever I talked about till now, you can find all these things in my website article section, about this Indu Lagna. And if you, I know you will be having lots of queries and you'll get confused for the first time. For all these, I'm talking about the astro enthusiast. Write it down over here on Facebook. You keep your queries, so I will be get back to you as soon as possible whenever I can. And that was all. I see the Diwali $1 million bonanza for all the astro enthusiasts, this Indu Lagna. That's it. So I'll be back soon with some new topic. And once again, all of you, a very, very happy Diwali to all of you. And please play safe with the crackers and enjoy. God bless all of you. Bye.